So next problem. A 150-meter long train crosses a platform in 45 seconds and crosses a man in 9 seconds. So find the length of the platform. So this problem will do it in two types, with the traditional method and the short trick. Okay. So first we'll do it with traditional method. Okay, a 150-meter long train crosses a platform in 45 seconds, isn't it? And crosses a man in 9 seconds. So what is happening? Train crosses man in 9 seconds. So the distance is nothing but, when a train crosses man, it is just the length of the train. So it is 150 meter. Okay. Then time is 9 seconds. So therefore, what will be the speed? Speed is nothing but distance upon time. So it is 150 meter divided by 9. It is meter per second. Okay. Next, when train crosses platform, okay, when train crosses platform, that time distance is what? It is the length of the train plus length of the platform, which is equal to, length of the train is 150 meter, but we don't know what is length of the platform, so let it be x. Okay. So time we know it is, how much it takes? 45 seconds. Therefore speed will be how much? Distance upon time, distance is 150 plus x divided by 45. Okay. Now we know that distance is equal to speed into time. Okay. So distance we got, it is 150 plus x. Then speed is how much? Speed from this equation we have got, it is 150 by 9. So we can say it is 150 by 9 into time is how much? 45 seconds. Okay. By solving this, we will get the value of x. 9 ones are 9, 5s are 45, 5 ones are 5, 30s are. So therefore x is what? X is equal to 150 minus 30. Sorry, it is plus here, cannot cancel it here. So it is distance is equal to speed into time. So it is 150 plus x into 145. So it is 9 ones are 9, 5s are 45. So we cannot cancel because there is plus here. So it is 150 plus x is equal to 750. 150 into 5. So therefore x is what? 750 minus 150. Therefore x is equal to 600 meter. So x is nothing but length of the platform, isn't it? Therefore length of the platform is 600 meter. So this was traditional method. So now let us see what is the short trick for this. Okay. Now we know that the train is taking 9 seconds to cross a man. Okay. To cross a man. Man's length is to cross 150 meter, because whatever is the distance is 150 meter, isn't it? So and it is taking 9 seconds. So the only the length of the train is considered as the distance. So it takes 9 seconds to cross this much distance, isn't it? Because there is no length of the man here, it is negligible. So whatever distance it will cover in that 9 seconds, it is nothing but its own length. Therefore in 9 seconds it will cover 150 meter. And we know that in 45 seconds it will cross, okay, in 45 seconds it will cross a platform. So we know that time the speed distance is the length of the train plus length of the platform, isn't it? Now length of the train we know it is 150 meter, but we don't know length of the platform. So that means it is, we know for 150 meter it is taking 9 seconds, isn't it? 9 seconds, and we don't know what is this, okay, but we know length of the train and we know that for 150 meter it is taking 9 seconds. So that means the remaining seconds it will take to cross the length of the platform. So what is the remaining seconds? 45 minus 9 is how much? 36 seconds. So that means it is taking 9 seconds to cross 150 meter. Then the remaining 36 seconds it will take to cross the length of the platform, isn't it? So we know that 9 seconds it is taking to cross 150 meter. Therefore 36 seconds it will take to cross the length of the platform. And how much length? 9 seconds to cross 150 meter. So 36 seconds to cross how much meter? So 36 divided by 9, 36 divided by 9 into 150. So 9 ones are 9 fours are 15 fours are 60, and this 0, 60 meter, isn't it? Instead of doing all these things here, we could solve it in just one step, okay? That is 36 by, we know that 45 seconds it is taking to cross platform. So distance is how much that time? Length of the train plus length of the platform. But we know that length of the train is 150 meter and it is taking 9 seconds to cross 150 meter. So the remaining time from 45 it will take to cross the length of platform. So remaining time is how much? 36 seconds. That means it is taking 36 seconds to cross the length of platform. So if 9 seconds is 150 meter, 36 seconds is how much meter? Okay, so it is 600 meters. Okay, next problem. A 100-meter long train crosses a 300-meter river bridge in 30 seconds. In how many seconds will it cross a stationary pole? Okay, so a 100-meter long train crosses a 300-meter bridge in 30 seconds. So in how many seconds will it cross a stationary pole? Okay, so with first data let us find out the distance. Distance is length of the train plus length of the bridge. So length of the train is 100 plus bridge is 300. So it is 400 meter. The distance is 400 meter and time taken is 30 seconds. Therefore speed is nothing but distance upon time. So distance is 400 and time is 30. So 0 0 cancels. So it is 40 by 3 meter per second. Okay, next we know that the same train it is crossing the pole, isn't it? It is crossing the pole. So the distance that time will be what? It will be the length of the train itself, and the length of the train is 100 meter. And in how many seconds it will cross? They are saying. Time we don't know. Speed we got from the first data. How much it is? 40 by 3 meter per second. So therefore time is nothing but d by s, which is equal to distance is 100 divided by speed is 40 by 3. So 40, the by 3 will go on top, it will get multiplied here. So 0 0 cancels. So it is 30 by 4, which is equal to 7.5 seconds. Okay, the time taken to cross the stationary pole is 7.5 seconds. Next problem. A 100-meter long train crosses another train of length 150 meter coming from opposite direction in 10 seconds. If the speed of the first train is 30 km per hour, then find the speed of the second train in kilometer per hour, they are saying. Okay. So a 100-meter long train crosses another train of length 150 meter coming from opposite direction in 10 seconds. Okay. So from this we can derive so many things. Distance is length of the first train plus length of second train. Okay. So it is length of first train is 100 and the second train is 150. So distance is how much? 250 meter. Now time, how much it takes to cross? It takes 10 seconds. We don't know speed. So speed is what? Speed is nothing but distance upon time. So distance is 250, time is 10 seconds. So it is 25 meter per second. But this time is not direct, this speed is not direct speed, it is relative speed because two trains are moving in opposite direction. So it is relative speed. So we know that relative speed is nothing but they are moving in opposite direction means speeds get added. So S1 plus S2. So we know that relative speed we got it as 25 meter per second and speed of the first train we know it is 30 km per hour, isn't it? So that means but we want the answer in kilometer per hour, they are saying, isn't it? So what we'll do, we'll convert this meter per second only into kilometer per hour. So how to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour? So just multiply it by 18 by 5, reciprocal of that. Okay, 5 1s are 5 5s are. So it is 18 5s are 90 km per hour. Okay, so now relative speed we have to take it as 90 km. Okay, so we'll take it as 90 here. So S1 speed of first train is 30 km per hour and we don't know second speed, that only we have to find out. Therefore speed of the second train is equal to 90 minus 30, which is equal to 60 km per hour. Okay. So next problem. Station A and station B are 220 km apart. Okay, there is one station A here and station B here. They are how much apart? They are 220 km apart. A train leaves station A at 8 a.m. Okay, there is one train, okay, here, and it leaves at 8 a.m. in the morning at the rate of 20 km per hour. Okay, and another train leaves the station B at 10 a.m. So another train is leaving the station at 10 a.m. Okay, at the speed of 25 km per hour. So at what time both trains will meet each other? At what time they will meet each other? So now if we have to find the time at which they will meet, first we have to see till 10 a.m. because one is at 8 a.m. another is at 10 a.m. So the first train also till 10 a.m. how much it will cover? Okay, till 10 a.m. how much it is covering, because at 10 a.m. what will happen? Both trains will leave. So till 10 a.m. how much this first train is covering? So in 2 hours, so we know it is 20 km per hour. So in 1 hour it is covering 20 km. So then therefore in 2 hours it will cover how much? So at 10 a.m. A will cover how much? 20 into 2, 40 km, isn't it? So now at 10 a.m. this train is also leaving, this train is also leaving, A also is leaving, B also leaving. But the distance is not 220 now because A has already covered 40 km. So now remaining distance is how much between those trains? Remaining distance is 220 minus 40, it is 180 kilometer. So now 180 kilometer is the distance between the two trains. Therefore now distance is 180 kilometer. Now relative speed is how much? Because they are moving in opposite direction, so relative speeds get added. So it is 20 plus 25, it is 45 kilometer per hour. Okay, then so at what time they are crossing, isn't it? So t is equal to distance upon time. Distance is 180 and time is 45. So it is 9 5 and 9 20s are 5 1s are 5 4s are. So 4 hours. Okay, because it is in kilometer per hour, so answer is in hours, don't write seconds. Okay, so after 4 hours they will meet each other. So now we know that at 10 a.m. both were leaving, isn't it? So plus this 4 hours, plus 4 hours, so how much it will be? 10 plus 4 means 14 hours, nothing but 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. So at 2 o'clock both will meet each other. Okay. So next problem. Station M and N are 276 kilometer apart. Okay, there is again station M here and station N here. They are 276 kilometer apart. At the same time, a train starts from M and other from N towards N and M respectively. Okay, that is, one train is starting from here and another train is starting from here towards each other respectively. These trains meet after 12 hours. Okay, they are meeting after 12 hours. The trains traveling from M to N is slower. The train, it should be the train traveling from M, means this train is 14 kilometer per hour slower. Okay, it is 14 kilometer per hour slower in comparison to this train. Okay, so what is the speed of the slower train? So what is the speed of slower train? Means M only, isn't it? This train which is going from M. So the speed of this train is asked, because this train is slower than this, isn't it? Now, if the speed of this train is x, okay, let the speed of this this train be x. So the speed of this train will be what? X plus 14, because it is 14 kilometer per hour slower, isn't it? Or if you take this as x, so this will be x minus 14. Okay, so now S1, if S1 is x kilometer per hour, S2 will be x plus 14, means it is 14 kilometer slower, means what? It is taking 14 kilometer per hour more, isn't it? So x plus 14 kilometer per hour. Now time is same, because both are leaving at the same time. This is very important. Okay, at the same time they are saying. So t is same for both the trains. Now we have to find out what is the speed of the slower train. Speed of, so to get speed of slower train means S2 speed we have to find out. To find out speed, we want distance, isn't it? But the distance between the distance at what they will meet is given. Okay, the distance covered by second train we don't know, isn't it? We want to find out that distance. So distance covered by first train plus distance covered by second train is the total distance. We know distance is nothing but speed into time. Therefore distance, speed of first train is x into time is, after 12 hours they are meeting, isn't it? So it is 12 hours here, plus distance of second train is x plus 14 and time is again 12 hours for this also, because time is same we have seen. So which is equal to total distance, which is equal to 276. So it is 12x plus 12x, or 12 into x plus 14, which is equal to 276. So 12 is common, 12 cancels, and 12 23s are. So therefore it is x 2x plus 14, this x plus this x, okay, 2x plus 14 is equal to 23. So 2x is equal to 23 minus 14 is 9. Therefore x is equal to 9 by 2, which is equal to 4.5 kilometer per hour. Okay, so x we got as 4.5 kilometer per hour, but this is the speed of first train. Okay, so therefore this is the speed of the slower train is x, slower train itself is 4.5 kilometer per hour, because speed of second train is more, isn't it? It is x plus 14, so it will be 4.5 plus 14, it is more, isn't it? So the slower train is S1, so the S1 train speed is 4.5 kilometer per hour. So next problem. From P and Q, two trains start moving towards each other at the same time. Their speed are 120 km per hour and 100 km per hour respectively. When the two trains meet each other, one train has covered 40 km more than the other train. So find the distance between P and Q. So the total distance they are asking. So there are, from P and Q, two trains starts moving. So this is P and this is Q. So two trains start moving, okay, towards each other, train 1 and train 2. Their speed are 120 km per hour and 100 km per hour respectively they have given. Next, when the two trains meet each other, means at one point they are meeting, okay, at one point they are meeting. One train has covered 40 km more than the other train, okay, we don't know how much, but one train is covering 40 km more than the other train. So find the distance between P and Q. So the total distance between P and Q is how much? So let us see, in 1 hour, okay, in 1 hour, train 1 will cover how much distance? 120 km, we know it is given. Then, and train 2 will cover how much? 100 km. So the difference between this is how much? 20 km. Means when they meet, one train should cover 40 km more than the other is the condition, but here it is 20 km. So let us see in the next hour, in second hour, okay, in 2 hours. Train 1 will cover how much? 120 into 2, that is 240 km. Then train 2 will cover how much? 100 plus 100, that is 200 km. Now the distance between these two is how much? 40 km. Now this condition is satisfied, that is when they meet, one train has covered 40 km more than the other. Now T1 has covered 40 km more than this, isn't it? So this condition is satisfied. So therefore, if T1 has covered 240 km, okay, then T2 has covered how much? 200 km, and at this point they are meeting, okay. So now when they meet at this point, it means that the total distance is nothing but 240 plus 200, which is equal to 440 km. between P and Q. The total distance is 440 kilometer between P and Q. Okay. The same problem we can do it in another way also. This was logically done. In another way also we can do. How? See here, distance travelled by train 1 plus distance travelled by train 2 is equal to total distance between P and Q, isn't it? So distance we know it is speed into time. So speed of first train is 120, then into at what time they are meeting. We know from this we got they are meeting after 2 hours, plus distance of second train is speed is 100 into they are meeting after 2 hours, isn't it? Which is equal to total distance between P and Q. So 120 into 2 is 240 plus 100 into 2 is 200, which is equal to distance between P and Q. So 240 plus 200 is 440 kilometer, which is the distance between P and Q. Okay, this was the cross verification also, you can say, of whatever is answer we have got. So same answer we will get. So coming to the next problem. With stoppage, the speed of train is 36 km per hour. However, without stoppage it is 40 km per hour. So find out for how many minutes does the train stop per hour. Okay. See here, for 1 hour, okay, for 1 hour with stop, okay, with stoppage, with stop, the speed of the train is 36 km per hour with stoppage, isn't it? Means with stop it is covering 36 km, isn't it, in 1 hour. However, without stop, how much it is covering? 40 km per hour. So it is covering 40 km. So how much it is wasted in 1 hour? 4 km is wasted, isn't it, because of stoppage. Therefore, the time taken is equal to distance upon speed. So distance is 4 km divided by speed we have to take is 40 km, because take ideal speed, that is the speed which does not produce any loss. Okay, 40 km speed per hour speed is the speed which is not producing any loss. So it is the ideal speed. So 4 divided by 40 is nothing but 1 by 10. It is 1 by 10 hours, isn't it? Therefore, we know that 1 hour means 60 minutes. So 1 by 10 hour means how many minutes? So 1 by 10 into 60, 1s are 6 are, which is equal to 6 minutes. Okay, so that means for every 6 minutes, the train is stopping for 6 minutes. That means 6 minutes is wasted. Okay, for every hour 6 minutes is wasted, isn't it? So for every hour train stops for 6 minutes. Find out for how many minutes does the train stop per hour. So for every hour the train is stopping for how many minutes? For every hour train stops for 6 minutes. Okay. See here once again, for 1 hour with stop the train is covering 36 km. For 1 hour without stop it is covering 40 km. So what is the difference? 4 km means 4 km is the difference between it. So the time taken to time taken is 4 kilometer divided by 40, 540 only, because take the ideal speed. So 4 by 40 is 1 by 10 hour, 1 hour is 60 minutes, 1 by 10 hour is how much minutes? So it is 6 minutes. So that means for every for 6 minutes the train stops. Okay, so with this we have done with all the train problems, and we'll continue with some new topic in the next video. Thank you.